Hey my loves! If you want to learn how to master any complicated eyeliner, if you want your makeup look to eat up everyone else in the room, this is for you. Our step number one is to go in with a primer. So for primer today, I'm going to be using this one by OFRA. This is the Glow and Grip Primer. This primer is just so good for making your base look so glowy and healthy. Like, look at that shine already. It's also so sticky, so it just makes your makeup last literally all day. I mean, I don't even have words for this. It just looks so good. For foundation, I'm using my all-time favorite, Miss Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is in the shade 3 and 1 Ivory Beige. Blending that in with Miss Real Techniques blending sponge. For concealer, I'm gonna go in with this one by the Saem. This is the shade 2.25. I'm just going to put a little bit of that under my eyes, as well as on my blemishes. In the meantime, I'm gonna go in with the Etude House Drawing Eyebrow Pencil. This is in the shade 04 Dark Gray. This brow pencil has a flat edge, so it's really good for just shading in your brows and keeping it looking pretty natural. I have been in a phase where, honestly, I'm just tired of like clean girl makeup trends. I have just been really into like more glam, colorful makeup looks because it's just so much more interesting and fun to me. And with my brows, I always like to go in with my fingers and just clean up the front because that just makes it look the most blended and natural. You know we need to go in with brow gels, so I'm going to be going in with the Romand on All Brow Fixer. So for all of my Korean makeup, such as this brow gel and the brow pencil I was using, as well as the concealer, I order all of it from Yesstyle. Yesstyle is actually the sponsor of today's video. They are just the best platform for ordering Korean beauty, whether it's skincare or makeup. They just have all of the popular brands such as Romand, Beauty of Joseon, CLIO. They're actually having a huge sale right now where you get up to 50% off site-wide, and if you use my promo code, which is linked in the description down below, you can get an extra 15% off everything, which is super cool. This sale will only be going on for the first week of April, so make sure you get on it and take advantage of the sale. And now that the concealer is all blended out, I'm gonna go in with some loose powder. This is the SKINFOOD Peach Cotton Multi Finishing Powder, and it's just like this. It comes with a little powder puff, and I'm just gonna set my face wherever I put the concealer, and on my eyelids too, because I just get so greasy there. I zoomed you guys in for the fun part now, which is the eye makeup. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using this palette by OFRA Cosmetics. This is just such a gorgeous, cool tone purpley palette. I'm gonna be using all of the shades in this palette for this look, and only this one palette. So the brushes I'm gonna be using are these ones. This is the fillimilli brush set, also on Yesstyle, by the way. So for my first step, I'm gonna be taking this shade right here. This is gonna be my all over blending shade, and I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and dust that all over my eyelid, but mainly in the crease up here. So we want to bring it up and then down, and also on my under eyes. So I'm gonna bring this all the way in, sweep it across. I'm gonna be going in with this shade right here, this purpley, and taking a different brush and putting this on the lower part of my eyelids, so basically just right across like here. These eyeshadows are so good. They're so pigmented as well, as you can see. I'm also gonna take this and almost like wing it out a little bit at the end here. And we're also gonna put it under the eye, just in the outer corner though. And if the ends are looking messy like this, you just go in with that transition shade and literally buff that out. I'm gonna go back in with that transition shade and add a little bit more on top of that purple that we just put down, so it really looks like it's well blended into the crease and almost like an ombre effect. And you do this with your eye open, so you can make sure you're putting it where you can actually see the shadow, especially when you have hooded eyes. Like sometimes you put eyeshadow down and then you like open your eyes and like you can't even see it anymore. Next, I'm gonna be going in with this deep brownish purple shade at the end. Go in with a smaller, fluffier brush and just focus that on the outer corner, like a little triangle here. I'm gonna be placing that brown all up there, and this one you can actually bring up a little bit higher as well. This is literally my favorite look to wear to any kind of event that's not like super casual, but honestly I just like don't even care anymore, and I'm like, I'm gonna wear fun makeup everywhere. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It's like a kind of sparkly, peachy, brownish, purpley shade. Placing this all in the middle, like the front and middle. I'm just going in with my finger because if you didn't know, your finger is the best tool to use when it comes to shimmery shades. And for the final touch of the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with this middle shimmery shade. This is like a small flat brush that I'm going with. Basically taking that eyeshadow, putting that in the inner corner, and then swiping up over. It just makes me feel like ultimate baddie to put my glitter in here. A question I always get is, Jess, how do you get your eyeliner so perfect? The hack for that is to basically trace where you're gonna put the eyeliner with eyeshadow first. So what I do is I go in with a thin angled brush such as this one. I'm just gonna kind of outline where I want to put the liner. And it's gonna look something like this, where I drag it all the way up towards the tail of my eyebrow, and then it's gonna swoop in and connect to my crease. Like so. And you can just kind of darken that up just enough so you can see it. You don't want it to be too dark that you can't wipe it off after. The eyeliner I'm going to be using is the McQueen New York waterproof pen liner. And now I'm literally just going to trace over where I put that eyeshadow. And now that I have the outer line drawn, I'm just gonna connect it all the way into the inner corner. And that is the eyeliner drawn. Pretty easy, right? And now I'm just gonna curl my lashes with the Shiseido lash curler. And for mascara, I'm going in with the CLIO Kill Lash mascara in the black shade. So I just put some mascara on the bottom lashes as well. Just to add to the cat eye effect of this look, I'm gonna go in with a little lash cluster. They're just these really pretty sort of like anime style lash clusters. On that, I just place it on the very outer corner of my eye. And that is the finished eye makeup. For blush, I'm gonna be going in with this pinky peachy blush shade from Romand. This is in the shade 03. And I'm gonna focus it right here in the middle, sort of right under my eye, and I'm not bringing it out too far either. This look is really a focus on the eye, so I don't want to distract from the main event too much with my blush, so I'm just going in with a lighter shade rather than like a super vibrant blush, which I normally love, but this one is just more subtle. And I'm just gonna bronze up my face a little bit with the Too Cool for School Artclass Contour. This is like a contour slash bronze. I'm like sort of contouring by putting it in the shadowy parts of my face that I kind of want to like erase, but I'm also like not being super precise with it. So for my highlighter, I'm gonna be going in with this OFRA Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Glazed Donut. If you were on YouTube in like 2014, 2015, 2016, you know this highlighter was the shit back then, and for very good reason, because it is one of the best powdered highlights on the market. Like, it's so shiny, it's so pigmented. Back in 2016, all the girlies had highlighter blindness. This is like the Fenty highlight, but back in the day. It definitely rivals that one. And lastly, for lips, I'm gonna be going in with this lip tint from Romand. This is in the shade Pomelo Skin. This is my favorite nude lip tint right now because, as you can see, like, that gives like the most natural, beautiful, peachy lip color. Like, oh my god. And then to kind of tie it in with the bronzy yet purpley tint of my eyes, I'm gonna go in with a gloss that has like a teensy bit of a purple tinge to it. So this is the Romand Glasting Color Gloss. I love this shade so much. Like, this paired with the lip tint that I just used, my favorite lip combo right now. Like, look at that color. And I'm just gonna finish everything with a setting spray. This is the NYX Marshmellow setting spray. It's a matte finish setting spray, which is really good if you're oily AF like I am. It smells so good. It smells just like marshmallows. I'm just gonna powder right here. I just get so oily. And that is the finished makeup look, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!